All right, hello everybody. Seattle Mike Sports Experience back for another Mariners game. Mariners won a wild one yesterday. Even I didn't expect them to really win yesterday. And I know the biggest fans out there have kind of got to admit, I would say you got to admit you were a little surprised there yesterday too. I know Mariners are known for their comebacks, but that had to have been a surprise even for the Mariners themselves when they couldn't score a run until the ninth and final inning. And then they just came back in dramatic fashion. What's up? Robert Kerrigan in the house. Let's go. Another night of entertainment from Seattle Mike. Cheers all. Thank you, Robert. What's up, PBR Street Gang? Hey, hey, hey to you. A little bit of light coming in there. That was like driving me nuts. A little bit of a sunbeam there. I can see why ESPN doesn't like natural lighting now. Apparently they hate natural lighting, and I think it's because it's so hard to keep consistent. Sorry for that view, but trying to block out a little light there. Still got that little stripe there, but that's all right. So Mariners were down 1-0 from the seventh inning. We were like scoreless until I believe it was the seventh inning. Then the Braves finally score a run. Odds go significantly in favor of the Braves after a long pitching duel. Mariners load the bases in the eighth, and everybody's thinking this is it. We got the bases loaded. You had, I think, only one out, and you go to Julio Rodriguez, the best player on the Mariners probably at the plate, and they're unable to put anybody on the board. Strand all three runners. Then the Braves don't score in the ninth. Mariners come back. First batter goes on base. And then the next batter, I want to say it was Mitch Garver last night. First pitch, cranks it out and ends the game 2-1. One of the best endings to a baseball game like you'll ever see. Those are the kind of games that you dream about in your backyard when you're a kid. Bottom of the ninth, we're down by one and a man on. And the pitch, the first pitch, and you hit it out of the park. Obviously, it didn't have any implications as far as playoffs or World Series or anything like that. And that's the only thing that would have made it more special. It did give us a little more breathing room with the Texas Rangers. We went into that game leading the Rangers by half a game. Rangers didn't play yesterday, so we got a full game lead on them now. After almost going back, losing to the Arizona Diamondbacks 3-2. We lost by one run the day before. Of course, prior to that, the Mariners were on a 5-game winning streak. So now winning 6 out of 7. If you're going to have to face the Atlanta Braves, you might as well do it while you're hot, because they are the hottest team in baseball. Their batting lineup is just something otherworldly. Like, if you're putting together a fantasy team, like, if you're playing fantasy baseball, if you could just take the entire Atlanta Braves batting lineup, like, nobody's touching you. Because those guys, like, seems like they're batting 300 or over. Everybody's had over 30 home runs every season for the last 5 years. One of the guys hit 54 last year. Another guy was the National League MVP. Another one of their guys was Rookie of the Year. Like, they're like the freaking all-star team right now, and we beat them yesterday with basically, let's be honest, a pretty poor lineup. Like, our offense, nobody is really hitting the ball that well. Nobody's got great averages right now. It's the pitching that's holding us together. Best bullpen in the league. Best ERA by far since April 10th. They were showing ERAs since April 10th, and I don't even think anybody's within a run of us as far as, best ERA during that time. Let's see, trying to find this Mariners game here. Maybe just right here. Generally on Root Sports, I know those of us in Seattle, if you don't have Root Sports, like, you don't really get a root for the Mariners unless you listen to them on radio or watching them on something like this. So I hope this channel is going to be helpful to a lot of people here in the Seattle area that aren't able to get Root Sports, and you can root along with us. Like a little bit of a bar scene, only where you're kind of sitting around, kind of like a radio type broadcast instead of the television. It is a 6:40 time, right? They might have pushed it back a minute or two. It happens. But I'm still not seeing the game on here quite just yet. Let's go scores around the league. Yeah, it is top of the first. Okay, so I believe the Mariners also might be like the only team in baseball that has their own channel that they own, and that's the only way you can watch them. Like, of course, if you're in Atlanta, the road teams, they can watch them. They can watch them on an Atlanta broadcast or something. But 0-0, Luis Castillo pitching for the Mariners today. Rafael Acuna Jr. coming up first. That's a ball and a strike on Acuna. And that pitch from Castillo. So 2 strikes, 1 and 2 the count to Acuna Jr. Ronald Acuna Jr., a heck of a batter for the Braves this year. And I'm still waiting for my picture to come up here. Okay, I think I found it. Yep, lucky 13. All right, Braves heading into this 19-8. I believe still the best record in the league, 19-7, of course, yesterday. Mariners 16-13 after that comeback win yesterday. And still having a bit of technical difficulties here, but we will have it any moment. Ozzie Albies at the plate for the Braves. That's a ball and 2 strikes. Luis Castillo coming out hot here. So I'm gonna reset my streaming box, boys, and see if that gets us see if that does something for us. So let's go around the league. We'll go around the league real quick. White Sox defeating the Twins 4-3 in the bottom of the 7th with 2 outs. The Brewers leading the Tampa Bay Devil Rays 6-2 in the middle of the 7th inning stretch. Rangers defeating the Washington Nationals bottom of the 6th. The Guardians losing to the Houston Astros 8-3 in the bottom of the 5th. Phillies and Angels also just getting underway. Top of the 1st. Same thing with the Cincinnati Reds and San Diego Padres just getting underway. Pirates leading the Athletics 1-0 in the 1st inning, and that's big for us because Athletics are also in our league, and they are 3rd in the league. They are right behind the Rangers, so we would like to get a game up on them as well. Cardinals defeating the Tigers earlier. Let's see, did the Rangers play today? Why aren't the Rangers playing today? Oh, no, they are playing. They're leading the Nationals, into the 6th inning. So, what's going on? PBR, were you off of work today, hopefully? Hopefully you didn't have to work today, brother. All right, there we go. Now we should have a connection. Get over here to Root Sports. It says current programming not available. We'll go over to Major League Baseball. Lucky Channel 13. And there we go. Castillo on the mound. 0-0 here in the top of the 1st. 1 out and 1 on for the Atlanta Braves. That's an 87-mile-an-hour fastball. And that's a strikeout from Castillo on that 87-mile-an-hour fastball. 2 outs here, 16 pitches thrown for Luis Castillo. And look at that. Yeah, he tries to hold up the check swing, but he went around. All right, next up, batting cleanup for the Braves, Matt Olson. 206 on the season, 15 RBIs and 3 home runs. I believe he broke the Braves record last year, though, for most home runs. He was 0 for 3 last night, but he is not alone in that. Not a lot of players got a lot of hits last night. But he cranks that one, and it is going, and caught on the warning track for the 3rd out. Beautiful catch over there in left field to save a run. And the Mariners will come up down 0-0, starting the lineup with Josh Rojas. Top of the lineup here for the Mariners. 0-0, bottom of the 1st. So as I mentioned, for the Mariners, it is Castillo on the mound. For the Braves today, I just had it up here. We just had it. So Josh Rojas will be at bat here. Sometimes I love this app. Sometimes I really hate it. Lopez pitching for the Braves. Reynaldo Lopez. 0-0 with a 1.29 ERA in the last 7 days. 6 strikeouts in the last 7 days. I'm not sure why it's showing us for the last 7 days. But, ERA overall, 0.72 and 2-0 this year with 24 strikeouts. So, Braves bringing one of, if not their best, to the mound tonight. Josh Rojas Best batting average in the Mariners right now with a 308. And Reynaldo Lopez comes to the mound. 25 innings, 24 strikeouts, 8 batters walked. And the first pitch for the Mariners to Josh Rojas. No swing, and it looks like that's going to be a strike. Yes, right over the plate. Right over the right-hand corner. And there's the pitch, and Rojas gets a hold of it. And that's going to be a single. Gets it there to center field, but just a little bloop there. So, second pitch of the game, and Josh Rojas finds a hole in the infield. Nice little bloop single there, and that brings up Julio Rodriguez. So Julio Rodriguez, of course, tore it up, really became a star last year for Seattle. His best season in his young career so far, I believe. First pitch there, 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that is a strike. Julio struggling a bit this season, batting just .265, 11 RBIs, 1 home run. He was 0 for 4 last night. Stranded 3 batters in the 8th. Oh, he took a big swing at that one. You could tell he thought he had it. But that's another strike. Career versus Reynaldo Lopez. Julio Rodriguez 1 for 3. Rodriguez, one of 2 Mariners with 4 hit games this season. The other one, Cal Raleigh. 0-2, the count on Julio. No outs here in the top of the first. A man on first. Yeah, and Reynaldo throwing back to the base there. Not able to get Rojas. And there's the pitch. Oh, that was a ball. That was close. I don't know if that's a good eye by Julio or a stupid risk to take that pitch, but that looked like it was pretty close to the strike zone to me. Couldn't have been too far out. What's up, Wyatt? All right, and there's 5 of us in here. And 1 and 2 to Julio. 6 pitches thrown so far for Reynaldo Lopez. 1 on and 0 outs for the Mariners here in the top of the first. And there's the pitch from Lopez, and Rodriguez swings it off again. Rojas starting to get a pretty healthy lead there off of first. I expect Lopez to have to throw back there fairly quickly. I feel like it's more of a distraction to have a runner on the base now. That's like really the only thing that changes to me with the pitch count that we've talked about, that the pitchers, they have to get the ball out so much quicker. And a swing and a miss from Rodriguez, and that is the first out of the inning for Lopez. Oh, just a nasty splitter there, and Rodriguez couldn't find the seams on that one, and he strikes out. All right, Jorge Polanco coming to the bat, just 167 this season, 8 RBIs, 3 home runs, 78-mile-an-hour changeup there for Lopez on the first pitch. That's a strike. Polanco 1 for 4 this series. 1 for 4 last night. I believe he scored the winning run. Maybe it wasn't him. Career versus Lopez, Polanco just 1 for 13 as he takes a ball there. Polanco 20 walks this season, tied for 8th in Major League Baseball, so he does have a good eye. And he took a hack at that one and misses. 1 and 2. So you see walk percentage, Major League Baseball, 8.9% is the average. Polanco walks over 17% of the time. That's a lot of walking through 29 games. And that one's outside, 2-2. It's be interesting to see what Lopez does here. If he throws a strike or if he thinks, hey, I got an extra pitch to play with here. 13th pitch of the game for Lopez. And the 10-second counter starting. I'm not sure what reset it there. But 2-2 on Polanco. There's the pitch and a pitch out. And Rojas still second. So Rojas gets to second. And was that a strike, though? 85-mile-an-hour slider. That might have been a strike. So I think he stole that base on a strikeout. Yes, he did. Mitch Garver coming up batting cleanup. And low to Garver, 1-0. I'm dealing with a lot of doctor appointment phone calls today. It was kind of stressing me out. So I had to call Mike to talk some sense in me. Sorry for the typos, fellas. No, you're good, man. Yeah. No, I think that PT is going to be good for you, though, man. It's just keep positive vibes. Try to be as healthy as possible, Robert. Mitch Garver, home run in 3 of the last 5 games at T-Mobile Park. Takes another ball there, 2-0. So 1 on, 2 outs. Rojas on second now, thanks to that stolen base, and Garver fouls that one off, so 2-1. If he wouldn't have swung at that, he might have gotten hit. That was way inside. So Garver protecting the plate there. I think Lopez would have liked to pull him off of the plate a little bit, but Garver's not having it. And the 2-1 pitch from Lopez, a swing from Garver, and he fouls that one off. 2-2 with 2 outs. Man on second. $17 pitches so far for Lopez. If anything, get that pitch count up there. Reynaldo Lopez, one of the best pitchers in the league. The more you can make him throw early, the better. And Garver strikes out Lopez. Retires the side, 0-0 as we go into the top of the second. Apologies if I can contribute to the stress, Rob. Glad to have you in here. Doctor said I should probably quit drinking. It is bad for the nerves, but we all know that ain't happening. Well, supplement it with some more of the edibles, Rob. But, and what I was talking about when I called you trying the medication and stuff it could be a road. I mean, I guess you got to figure out, I'm obviously no counselor, but I guess you got to figure out why you're still drinking so much besides, the fact that you're addicted to it. Thanks, Wide. No worries. I live for the day. Past is always in the past. I forgive you, brother. All right, top of the second coming up for the Braves. I believe it should be batting 5th Marcelo Ozuna. If the batting order on ESPN app was correct for today. 6 up in the chat. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you are new, hit that subscribe button, guys. We're going to be covering Seattle sports on this channel all throughout the year. I'm going to try to catch a majority of the Mariners games. I'm definitely not going to hit them all because, I have other things that go on. I have a family, and we also have our Fights with Friends channel, which is my primary channel. If there's major fighting going on, unless maybe it's the playoffs. I'll be over there. But otherwise, what we hear. Castillo, the first pitch of the second inning, 86 mile an hour curveball outside corner, misses. Marcell Ozuna batting fifth in the order, batting .330 this season, 9 home runs, 31 RBIs. Man, he was looking for the fences on that swing. 1-1. Ozuna 0 for 3 this series. And that's the 21st pitch from Castillo, and it is going warning track. That's another warning track and caught there by the left fielder, number 20. So second shot hit to the warning track by Atlanta today, but no runs on the board. 1 out, top of the second, 0-0. Next up, batting 6, Orlando Arcia for the Braves. 287 this season. Excuse me. 9 RBIs, 2 home runs. And check swing there for a strike. 1-1. 87 miles an hour on that changeup for Castillo. Career versus Luis Castillo. 355 average, 11 for 31 for Orlando Arcia. And a ball thrown there from Castillo, 2-1. And Arcia, a swing and a miss on that one, 2-2. Love it too much. That's why I'll never quit. I'll give a foot or two just to keep drinking. I'll get me a robotic feed. And Arcia fouls that one off. Yeah, I might have told you this, Rob, but I had an uncle about 5 years ago it was an alcoholic, died from diabetes. He was about to get both of his legs amputated, was airlifted. Not to try to depress you, man, but just just take care of your health as much as you can, brother. All right, 2-2, the count here on Orlando Arcia. And strikes him out. Another strikeout for Castillo. Oh, yeah, he just chased it to the outside corner. So whoever is coming up with the game plans, the manager, the pitching coach and stuff, they're doing a great job because both nights I feel like we've really been pitching the Braves well. Michael Harris Jr. up at bat, batting 7th in the order, 1-0. Oh, and he chases that one to the outside corner. 1-1. 306 this season for Michael, 13 RBIs, 3 home runs. He was 0 for 3 last night. And a swing and a miss for Harris. Beautifully pitched game by both teams last night. Ended up being a 2-1 ball game. Of course, that 2-run homer in the bottom of the 9th that won it for the Mariners. And Harris fouls that one off. Bryce Miller pitched a hell of a game for the Mariners yesterday. And Harris, and that's going to get through last year's National League Rookie of the Year. So that gets through the infield. 1 on and 2 outs. That may be an error. Let's rewatch that one. That didn't seem like it was the hardest hit ball. Gets by Castillo and then off of the glove of Ty France. So 2 outs, 1 on for the Braves here as Travis Bernard, batting 8th in the order, comes up to bat. Usually you celebrate when the 8th guy in the order comes up, but there is no weak spots in this Braves lineup. And Castillo throwing back to first. Got to keep Harris honest. Mike, would be my honor if you could do my eulogy when I finally go. I don't want to think about that. I mean, I'll do it, but stay around, brother. I'm older than you are, slightly. All right, Travis Darnard, 5 home runs and 12 RBIs in his last 10 games. That is on fire. He's hit safely in 4 of the last 7. And a swing and a miss at that one, 0-2. Castillo really seems to be coming out with his best stuff from the get-go here. 35 pitches in, 2 outs, 1 on top of the second. And that's outside. Bernard does not chase that one, 1-2. Braves 25 steal attempts this season. That's about 1 a game. Successful on 20 of them. And did he go around? That's a strike. And Castillo retires the side. 36 pitches in. We will go to the bottom of the second. 0-0. Mitch Haniger, I believe, will be up next for the Seattle Mariners. They're not worried about me losing my feet to that. It's the neuropathy that's killing my feet. My diabetes is under control, believe it or not. Doctors say my levels are back to normal since I've been on Ozempic and cut sugar out of the diet. Congrats, Rob. It's good to hear, man. I'll be here another 20 years. I'm not going anywhere yet. Good deal. 65 is about the age I expect to make it to, and if I do, I'll be happy I lived a good life. Yeah, 65 is not the worst. It's a little lower than the national average, but yeah, as many beers as you drink, 65, you got another 20, 21 years with us. But yes, if I'm still alive and able, I would be proud to do your eulogy, brother. You want me to announce it like a fight, though? We'll go through stats. I need to become like a funeral director. Up next, from San Bernardino, California, living from the years 1985 to 2029. I mean, funerals are so damn boring. We might as well have some fun. And then, you know, the after party, the wake. When I go, Robert, I think I want to be shot out of a cannon. I either want to be shot out of a cannon or I want them to blow me up in some kind of, like, huge explosion. All right, first pitch from Lopez, a strike. It's actually Cal Raleigh batting 5th in the order tonight. Takes the first pitch for a strike. Cal, 13 RBI, 6 home runs on the season. And 0-2, I didn't think that was a strike. Large strike zone apparently tonight. 0-2 from Lopez. Career versus Reynaldo Lopez. Cal Raleigh just the one at bat, and it was a home run. And he gets a hold of that one. He might do it again. Oh, and it's caught at the warning track. Man, that ball had some spice on it, but it couldn't quite get over that center field fence. That center field fence is pretty deep there at Safeco. I want to say it's in like the top 20s for deepest fence in baseball. This stadium, by the way, was built for pitching. We had great pitching at the time. We still have good pitching, I believe. And Lopez throws a strike to Mitch Haniger. Haniger, 18 RBIs, 4 home runs on the season. When this stadium was built, we were in negotiations. Mariners were in negotiations with Alex Rodriguez. And another swing and a miss there from Haniger. And Alex Rodriguez actually wanted it in his contract that we bring in the center field fence 10 feet, I believe it was. It's either 10 or 15, so he could hit more home runs. Needless to say, we did not re-sign him. And that one's popped up. 2 outs for the Mariners here in the bottom of the second. Of course, it was a huge deal when Alex Rodriguez did leave because the Mariners had offered him a huge contract at the time, $200 million over 10 years. And the Texas Rangers beat us on that offer, $250 million over 10 years. Next up, batting 7th, Ty France. 8 RBIs and a couple of dingers for the year for him. And there's an inside sinker, 1-0. France 0 for 2 this series. 25 pitches so far for Lopez, 2 outs in the bottom of the second. France gets a hold of that one but fouls it. 1-1. Make it fun and exciting like Bruce Buffer in this corner weighing in at whatever. A pile of ashes way. And Ty France with a hit right over the infield. Nice little single blooper second hit of the game for the Mariners. 2 outs, 1 on. Bottom of the second, and it should be Rayleigh up next. Look at that, just a beautiful swing off the end of the bat there for Ty. Luke Rayleigh. And he shows bunt on a 96-mile-an-hour fastball. That's a strike. Luke new from AAA ball this season. I don't know how many games he's been in, but not a lot. Batting just .212 so far. 1 for 3 and a home run versus Reynaldo Lopez in his career. So Luke Rayleigh and Mitch Haniger both have just 1 hit against Lopez in their career, but both of them are for home runs. When you were in Vegas, did you see any construction going on for the new stadium for the Oakland A's team? Or the Las Vegas A's or whatever they decide to call them. Yes, we did. All right, and that is the end of the second. So we will go into the top of the third. Still 0-0 here in Seattle. And scores around the league. White Sox getting closer to the Twins here. Middle of the 8th. Twins just holding on to a 1-run lead, 5-4. Brewers really beating up on the Devil Rays. Bottom of the 8th, 8-2. Rangers looks like they'll hold on against the Nationals, 5-1 in the bottom of the 8th. Would like to see a loss from them. Guardians and Astros tied at 8-8. In the bottom of the 8th. That's a lot of 8s. Bottom of the second, Philly leading the Angels 3-0. Reds and Padres still scoreless top of the third. Dodgers and Diamondbacks delayed top of the first, so I'm guessing, I don't know if that's a rain delay or what. Pirates and A's tied at 1-1 in the bottom of the second. Go Pirates. Earlier today, games that have already finished. The Cardinals defeated the Tigers 2-1. Orioles defeated the Yankees 4-1. Marlins over the Rockies 7-6. Tigers thumping the St. Louis Cardinals 11-6. Royals besting the Toronto Blue Jays 4-1. Mets beat the Cubs 4-2, and the Red Sox blanked the Giants 4-0 earlier today. So back to the start of the lineup for the Braves, and that's a pop-up on the first pitch, and that will be caught by the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. 1 out for the Braves in the top of the third. Who are the Guardians? Is that a new team? Yes. What's up, Evan? My cousin Evan in the chat says, let's go Royals. Haven't followed baseball in many years. I've been dipping my toe in it the last couple seasons, but as I keep saying, I know it's a much more watchable game since they limited the time that the pitcher can hold the ball between each pitch. That one, a ball 1-1 to Ronald Acuna Jr. That was the 40th pitch from Luis Castillo. And Acuna takes a big whiff at that one, 1-2. 1 out here in the top of the third. What's up, Evan? You must be done with squats after 7. No work tonight. Low and outside from Castillo, 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Castillo, and low and outside one more time. Full count, 3-2, 1 out, nobody on for the Braves. Top of the order, Ozzie Albies on deck. And Acuna gets a hold of that one, but fouls it off. 97-mile-an-hour fastball from Castillo. Which state is the Guardians? I think that's D.C. I think it's Washington, D.C.'s team. Oh, no, Cleveland. They made them change the Cleveland Indians to the Cleveland Guardians. Like they changed the Washington Redskins to the Washington Nationals, Commanders. See, Nationals and Commanders, neither one of those sound a whole lot better, to be honest. And a swing and a miss there, and Castillo's put down 2. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Up next, Ozzie Albies. Austin Riley on deck should Albies advance. And what a beautiful pitch here from Castillo. He's really showing his stuff tonight. And swung on the first one, foul. He may be able to catch that, and he does! Ozzie Albies with the pop, fly, and foul territory is caught, and we will head to the bottom of the third. Mariners coming up to bat 0-0. Yeah, Cleveland Guardians. It took me a minute to remember that, but there's a lot of sports facts to keep track of. A lot going on. And that's if you only follow, a few teams like me. Imagine like Billy follows, he knows what's going on everywhere. Everything, everywhere. Oh no, they changed the Indians. That was a team I liked when I was a kid. Kirby Puckett played for the Twins, though. I'm not sure if you're thinking of somebody else or another team, but I'm almost 100% positive that Kirby Puckett played his entire career for the Twins. But they kept the Braves. Makes no sense. Oh, dude, Atlanta is going to... People in Atlanta are literally going to try to kill you if you change the name of the Braves. Like, that's not happening. They love their Braves. They took the Indians, the Cleveland Indians name when nobody cared about the team. They made sure and do it on a poor year, and then all the PC police came in and said, "Well, you know better than you. This is offensive." So there we go. That movie Major League was the Indians. Oh, really? They were the Indians? I don't think I've ever seen that. Is that the one with the female baseball players? I feel like that was the one with the female baseball players. Like Madonna or somebody was in it. I know it was a pretty big movie at the time. Oh yeah, I like the Twins also. Yeah, I was a bit of a Braves fan for a moment back in the day when, still watch the Mariners, but we missed the playoffs we were not very good for a very long time. All right, Dylan Moore for the Mariners, batting ninth, takes the first pitch for a strike. 0-1, Lopez, just 31 pitches so far tonight. That's a ball, 1-1 on Moore. Dylan Moore, infield starts this season, 7 at shortstop, 2 at first, 2 at second. So very versatile. He just goes where he's needed. And a swing and a miss, 1-2, the count on Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore batting just 185 this season. And he cranks that one foul, 2-2. Major League with Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes. Oh, yeah, I've not seen that. I have to check it out. There's a lot of movies I need to watch, I guess, though. And he strikes him out. Lopez gets him looking, 1 out in the bottom of the third. So back to the top of the order for the Mariners. Josh Rojas got a single his last at bat. Josh Rojas, batting .417 average on the first pitch. That's funny. He lets that one go by, though, 1-0. And that one on the outside, 2-0. He's 1 for 1 today with a single and a stolen base. .318 average this season, leading the Mariners in average. Cranks that one foul, 2-1. 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Lopez. Oh, it's hilarious and a good baseball movie at the same time. Good watch. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. And that one way inside on Rojas, 3-1. Lopez let that one get away from him. Julio Rodriguez on deck. He's going to come up regardless. He'd prefer to come up with a guy on base, though. Let's see if Rojas can do that. And Lopez walks him. So with Rodriguez coming up, Rojas on first, 1 out here in the bottom of the third. First opportunity for the Mariners. First time they've had a man on base and not had 2 outs. So Julio Rodriguez hitless last night, a rare night for him. Struck out today in the first inning. And that one goes to the outside for a ball. 1-0, and if you're a Mariners fan, you got to hope that Lopez is losing a little control here. Just walked Rojas, threw a ball to Rodriguez. And here comes the second pitch. Oh, Rodriguez really swung at that one, 1-1. That was going to be a strike either way, right down the pipe. Rodriguez just couldn't catch up with it. The 1-1 pitch coming. Rojas, healthy lead off there, and Rodriguez fouls it off. 1-2. List all the baseball movies you can think of. Field of Dreams. That's a good one. League of Their Own. That was the female one. And Rodriguez just about hit there. Fouls it off. So Rojas was 3/4 of the way to second before Rodriguez fouled that off. If Rodriguez would have just taken that pitch, which was going to be a ball, Rojas has probably got a stolen base there, and he's leading off almost 1/4 of the way now. And Rodriguez strikes out again. He really needs to be pickier on those pitches. 2 strikeouts in the first 2 at-bats today for Julio Rodriguez. That's going to bring up Polanco, Jorge Polanco, coming to the plate. What's up, PBR? Go Mariners. Man, they pulled it out last minute in the last game. Yeah, yes, they did. Oh, Bull Durham, says Robert. I haven't seen that one either. Sandlot. That's another good baseball movie. All right, Polanco just needs a hit here. Advance the runner. That one way outside. That might have been a pitch out there. They're really keeping an eye on Rojas. 2 outs, so if the ball gets hit, obviously, Rojas, he's going to run either way. And he went. Rojas goes. Oh, and is that going to be a hit? It is out of here! A 2-run shot for Jorge Polanco, and the Seattle Mariners lead the Braves 2-0. 4th home run of the year for Jorge Polanco. He got a hold of that one and cranked it. 107-mile-an-hour exit velocity. Let's watch the replay on that. Low and a little inside, and he takes that old school, like Griffey-style swing. To right field, and there was no doubt about that. Mariners 2-0. So a little early help for a Jose Castillo tonight. And a swing and a miss from Mitch Garver, 0-2. 2 outs, nobody on, but man, Polanco just cleared the bases with a 2-run homer. Mitch Garver 0 for 1 tonight. And the 0-2 pitch, Garver. That's going to be a ground out to first, and that'll retire the side, but not before the Seattle Mariners put 2 runs on the board. Seattle 2, Braves 0, going into the top of the 4th. Mr. Baseball. What's up, Adam from Allen? The Natural. I haven't seen that one. I feel like there was at least one good baseball episode of Twilight Zone, too. So, to the top of the 4th. And that one makes me want to check the old DraftKings and the live odds on this one. Mariners, I believe, heading into this, we're just about 2-1 underdogs tonight because of Reynaldo Lopez. Everybody thought he was the superior pitcher. It's not the way it's working out so far. So, yeah, Mariners minus 410 favorites at the moment. Braves plus 290. Yeah, I wouldn't put any money on them at minus 410. No way, but I hope they hold on to that lead. 8 men out. I haven't heard of that one either. I feel like I might have heard of the Natural. I've definitely never heard of 8 men out, though. All right, Mariners starters ERA this homestand just 1.37. 1.86 out of the bullpen. And there's a swing and a miss from Austin Riley, 1-1. Austin Riley batting third in this killer lineup of the Braves. And the 1-1 pitch, and Riley's going to ground out. 1 out. Natural is Robert Redford. Oh, I love Robert Redford. Rookie of the Year, Moneyball. Moneyball's good. The Rookie, Hardball, Benchwarmers, Bad News Bears, The Love of the Game, Trouble with the Curve, 42. Oh, that's a lot of them. And what about, I think it's 63, the movie on Maris? I think the Roger Maris movie was called 63. It came out not too long ago. All right, first pitch to Matt Olson, a strike, 0-1. 1 out here in the top of the fourth. Castillo loses the handle on that one, 1-1 in the dirt. Chicago White Sox scandal, 8 men out. Oh, was that based on the real scandal? And outside pitch there from Castillo, 2-1. 60% fastballs today for Castillo through 3 innings. And a swing and a miss from Olson, 2-2. Matt Olson had the franchise record for home runs for the Braves last season with 54. That says a lot. A lot of good players have went through that Braves lineup. A lot of good batters from Ron Gant to David Justice. Of course, the legendary Hank Aaron. Matt Olson surpassed them all in the home run race. And that one inside, and Castillo walks his first batter of the night. So 1 on and 1 out here in the top of the fourth for the Braves, trailing the Mariners 2-0. Castillo is a little high up in the pitch count at 56 in the top of the fourth. Up next for the Braves, Marcell Ozuna. He fouls that one off. Ozuna lined out in the second. That was a 95-mile-an-hour fastball from Castillo. Castillo's good for 100 pitches or somewhere around there. And that one's way outside, 1-1. Ozuna yet to have a hit in this game. Career high 40 home runs last season. And he gets a hold of that one. That goes to center field, and it's going to drop. Mariners do a good job to hold him to a single there. Julio Rodriguez throwing the ball in immediately. But good pitch. Ozuna followed it the entire way, caught it over the plate, and just a blooper to center field. We're lucky we got Rodriguez out there with a heck of an arm. Brewster's Millions. Oh, Brewster's Millions is an incredible guy. I didn't think it was a baseball movie, but yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. All-time favorite is Brewster's Millions from 85. Richard Pryor, John Candy. Pryor could go 3 innings against anyone. Ha! Adam, cheers, my man. Yeah, that was a great movie. For those that haven't seen it, you need to go out and watch Brewster's Millions. I want to say the premises of it was he inherited $30 million, but he had to, the will said that he had to spend it all within 30 days to get a much bigger inheritance. Bob Uecker is the best part of Major League, and he has to have nothing to show for it at the end of 30 days. So, like, he runs for office. And Orlando Arcia with a swing and a miss, 0-1. Arcia struck out in the second. 2 on, 1 out here in the top of the fourth for the Braves, trailing the Mariners 2-0. And a swing and a miss there for Arcia. 0-2. This is a big out for Castillo. Would be a big out. Mariners would love to see a double play right here. And Castillo catches him swinging. 2 outs. 2 on and 2 outs for the Braves. Castillo with a big pitch right there. Gets Arcia to chase that curveball just off the end of the plate. Beautiful, beautiful pitch there for Castillo. Michael Harris up next. 7th in the order, and he takes a swing on the first pitch. 0-1. '64th pitch of the game coming up here from Castillo. Michael Harris batting .313 with 3 home runs and 13 RBIs. Fouls that one off. 0-2. Not really a baseball movie, but it counts in my opinion. Oh, that's a great movie, man. You can count it whatever you want. I love that movie. Harris batting .467 with runners in scoring position. He gets a hold of that one, but the Mariners throw him out. What a great cross-body throw. And Mariners retire the side going into the bottom of the 4th. Mariners 2, the Braves 0. 61, that's what it was. I was saying 63 earlier, the Roger Maris story, yeah. Baseball movie about Roger Maris and Mickey Mantle. They were both chasing 61, I believe, right? M&M's Candy, named after Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris, the M and the M. It's directed by Billy Crystal. Yeah, that's another one that I meant to watch and I never have. So around the league, the Twins still leading the White Sox. Middle of the 9th, 6-5. Guardians and Astros tied at 8-8. Bottom of the 7th. Phillies leading the Angels 3-1. The top of the 4th. Padres 1-0 over the Reds in the bottom of the 4th. Dodgers and Diamondbacks still delayed. Athletics leading the Pirates by 1, 2-1. Go Pirates. Cardinals defeated the Tigers 2-1. And that was the second game of the day for them. Tigers defeated the Cardinals 11-6 earlier in a doubleheader. Rangers ended up defeating the Nationals 7-1. So Mariners need to win today to keep the lead of the division. 3 hits apiece for each team, but Mariners with 2 runs on the board, none for the Braves. And the Mariners coming up here in the bottom of the 4th. Cal Raleigh batting 4th in the order. Billy Crystal was also in a baseball movie. I can't remember the name. And Raleigh gets a hold of that one going to the warning track, and it's going to be caught. 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, Mariners flex tickets, save on games, choose your games and seats. Save up to 25% on tickets by buying a flex pack with the Seattle Mariners. Mitch Haniger batting 6 in the order. 0-for-1, flew out in the 2nd. Lets the first one go by for a strike. The 0-1 pitch. And Haniger watches it. Oh, I thought good eye. I didn't think that was a strike, but the umpire says it was. 0-2. Mitch Haniger has hit every spot in order except for leadoff, 7th and 9th this season. And that one in the dirt on the outside, 1 and 2. Ball boy getting a little bit of camera time there. The 1-2 pitch to Haniger. And outside in the dirt, 2 and 2. Can only hope Lopez is getting a little tired here. Just 55 pitches in. I wouldn't count on it, but just a few sloppy pitches. So I'll take it. And that one on the outside corner. Did he go around? No, he did not. 3 and 2, so full count for Mitch Haniger. 1 out, Ty France on deck. The 3-2 pitch from Lopez. And Haniger cranks it over the infield, and that's a single for Mitch Haniger. His second hit of the ball game. Almost forgot the Babe with John Goodman. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Gotta love John Goodman, too. So 1 on, 1 out for the Mariners. With Ty France at bat. First pitch to him, a ball. 1-0. Ty 1 for 1 today, had a single in the second. And France really whiffed on that one. About threw his arm out there. He swung so hard. And that's a pop-up foul. It looks like that will be caught. 2 outs for the Mariners. Scout with Brennan Fraser. I almost forgot that one. Haven't seen that one either, yeah. Damn, I didn't realize there were so many baseball movies. All right, Luke Raley batting 8th in the order. 0 for 1 today, struck out in the second. 61st pitch for Lopez. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, and that is a ball. 1-0. One-0 pitch coming from Lopez in the dirt. And no time for the runner, though. Good job by the catcher there to keep that in front of him. Field of Dreams. Yes, that's a good one, Adam. That's probably my favorite baseball movie. That or Sandlot. And another ball there. So Raley ahead 3-0. And you can see the frustration on Lopez's face right now. Dylan Moore on deck. The 3-0 pitch. And that's a strike. Maybe a bit of a charitable call. I thought it was low, actually. Seen them all. I guess I did like baseball at one point in time. I think everybody likes baseball at one point, maybe when they're a kid. And there's the pitch, and that's a hit for Raley. So 2 on, 2 out here for the Mariners with Dylan Moore coming to bat. $106-mile-an-hour blazer right over the head of Lopez. He didn't have a chance of getting his glove up. And Moore watches the first pitch go by, 1-0. Lopez having a harder time finding the strike zone this inning. And Moore gets a hold of that one, going off the fence, and that's going to score at least one. And the third double of the season for Dylan Moore, and that puts the Seattle Mariners up 3-0. Moore really got a hold of that one. Just a beautifully hit ball off the wall in left field. (3-0) Seattle Mariners, and coach going to come to the mound and give Lopez a little bit of a talk. So recap for the Mariners today: Jorge Polanco, a 2-run home run, and now Dylan Moore with an RBI double. 2 on, 2 outs for the Mariners here in the bottom of the fourth, and Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate, or excuse me, Josh Rojas, and that's a strike inside corner there for Lopez. Rojas 1 for 1 today, a single, a walk, a stolen base, and a run. And he swings and misses at that one, 0-2. And Lopez would love to get out of this inning, only giving up 1 run. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt. No stolen bases there. 71st pitch of the game coming up for Lopez. The 1-2 pitch. And outside corner, 2-2. Braves, they gotta start thinking about having somebody warming up in the bullpen. Basketball. Yeah, I remember that one, man. Original and the Bad News and the new Bad News Bears. Original had Burt Reynolds. Oh, Rojas smokes that one, but it is foul. 97-mile-an-hour pitch from Lopez. Rojas really got a hold of it, but couldn't keep it fair. Both are hilarious because they were both playing drunk coaches. I can see me being that coach. Walter Matthau was original Bad News Bear. And from how that counts, that's a hilarious movie. Whoa, really high pitch there. Lopez losing all control right now. I mean, Josh Rojas had no chance at hitting that pitch because it was so high. The catcher could barely keep a hold of it. Lopez's control right now is about as good as P. Diddy at a teenage bachelor party. And that's going to load the bases for the Seattle Mariners with that walk. And here he comes, the hero of the Mariners, Julio Rodriguez. Let's get a little bit of crowd noise. Bases loaded for Julio Rodriguez. Rodriguez has struck out twice today. He's due a hit. And the first pitch, Rodriguez hacks it to first and grounds out, and that will retire the side. But the Mariners tack on one more, 3-0 heading into the top of the fifth. That's right, Adam. I seen all three. Coach, I was a toddler when I saw the original. All right, and around the league, still 8-8 in the middle of the eighth. Cleveland Guardians and the Houston Astros. Philadelphia Phillies still leading the Angels 3-1. They're in our division. They're bottom of the division, but still let them lose. Padres leading the Reds by a run, 1-0 top of the fifth. Still delayed, Dodgers and Diamondbacks in Arizona. I'm not sure why the delay there. Maybe a rain delay. Athletics and Pirates now tied at 2-2 in the top of the fourth. Pirates up, a man on third with 2 outs. And Cardinals versus Tigers, that game is over. Cardinals eke it out 2-1. Damn, why are these games so late? It's almost 11 and we're only in the 4th inning. West Coast, man. Yeah, it's for here in the West Coast. Mariners, even though we've only made the playoffs like once in the last 20 years, we still have a pretty rabid fan base for like every sport here. Walter Matthau is one of my favorite old school actors. Yeah, me too, Robert. Yeah, he was a good one. All right, Castillo back on the mound facing Travis Dernaud, who takes the first pitch. That's a ball, 1-0. Travis struck out in the second. And that one finds the corner of the plate. 1-1 on a 93-mile-an-hour curveball from Castillo. And Travis went around. Oh, no, they didn't say he didn't go around. I thought he did. 2-1. 69th pitch coming from Castillo. And he digs that one out of the dirt. That was a low pitch, but it's a ground out and 1 out in the top of the 5th. And Mariners now minus 1,300 favorites. Braves are only a plus 700. If they were plus 1,000, I would say that's worth a shot. Jared Kelenic batting 9th in the order here for the Braves. He popped out on a flyout in the 3rd, and that pitch in the dirt for Castillo. He's lucky there was nobody on base. Kelenic batting .302 on the season. And that's a strike. 1-2 on Kelenic. So Castillo's got a little bit of a lead here. The 1-2 pitch. And that one's low. 87-mile-an-hour slider from Castillo. 2-2. And low again. 3-2 to Kelenic. That was in the dirt. Castillo's lucky there was nobody on. 75th pitch of the ball game coming up for Castillo. 6 strikeouts today, 1 walk. And Kelenic gets a hold of that one, but it'll be caught in left field. 2 outs. In the top of the 5th. A cat that has 24 toes is named Mr. Wilson. Oh, that's hilarious. Mr. Wilson, huh? And that one cranked foul. 1-1. Braves at the top of the lineup. Ronald Acuna Jr. The 1-1 pitch. And a swing from Acuna, and he pops that up, and that will be caught in left field to retire the side. Heading into the bottom of the fifth, Mariners 3, Braves 0. Good traction. I see at least 3 of you here in the chat, and YouTube's trying to say we only have 1 person in here. I know it's only 3, but give me my 3. Can you not give me my 3? There we go. All right, scores from around the league. Still 8-8 at the bottom of the 8th. Guardians and Astros. Phillies leading the Angels by 2, 3-1 in the middle of the 5th. Bottom of the 5th. Phillies still hanging on to a 3-1 lead over the Angels. San Diego Padres 1-0 lead on the Cincinnati Reds in the bottom of the 5th. 2 on for San Diego as well, first and second. Dodgers and Diamondbacks still delayed. Athletics and Pirates still knotted up at 2-2 in the bottom of the 4th. And yeah, you're right. This is a late game, though, Robert. It's one of the last games going tonight. Call him just like Dennis the Menace does. Hey, Mr. Wilson. Yep. Oh, yeah, I remember Dennis the Menace. Oh, Mr. Wilson. All right, 6 hits for the Mariners. Leading to 3 runs, just 3 hits today for the scoreless Braves. And a huge bee's nest on the... Oh, that was the delay. Earlier is a huge bee nest in the net, and there happened to be a beekeeper in the crowd. That's pretty amazing. And Polanco back up. He had a 2-run homer earlier. Takes the first pitch for a strike. 1 for 2 today. That 2-run homer coming in the 3rd. And just off the outside corner for Lopez, 1-1. Just a 173 season average for Polanco, but one of those 4 homers coming tonight. And a swing and a miss at that one, 1-2. "78 pitches thrown so far tonight for Lopez. And that's just a little dribble. Will he make it? He will not, but that was close. Oh, no, they're going to say he did make it. I guess that was very close. We're going to see if the Braves are going to challenge this. Nope, he's there. Excuse me, no, he beat it. Yeah, his foot hits the bag, and then almost the same time. Tie goes to the runner, of course, but...
Again, it's not when the glove clubs, it's just when the ball hits the back of his glove.
Very close.
A little tougher on this one because as it hits the glove, Mike, he doesn't really have a good control of it. Right, you can see it twist the glove right there. Didn't really hit the webbing. No, so I don't know what they're going to do.
Man, so the Braves are going to challenge this one. I said it was very close.
Yeah, right there you can see it. But it wasn't in the webbing of the glove, so we'll see what they decide.
So it hits the back of the glove just about the same time that the foot hits the base. And it does not get much closer than that for Blanco.
The glove move. All gets into the back of the glove. Oh, maybe not. That seems so. The call on the field is overturned. The runner is out.
Okay, so the runner was out. They overturned the call. I thought he was out the first time, but that was very, very close. So nobody on now for the Mariners, 1 out, bottom of the 5th. Gene Hackman is a great actor that always delivers. Oh, I love Gene Hackman, man. All right, Excuse me, it's not Polanco. It's should be Mitch Garver coming up now. The 0-1 pitch to Garver. And 2 strikes. Lopez up in the count early. 1 out, nobody on for the Mariners. 82nd pitch of the game coming up here for Lopez. And a broken bat hit there, and that will be caught. An over-the-shoulder catch there from Albies. And 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. The bat almost went as far as the ball. Bat goes down the third baseline, almost to third base. Braves second in Major League Baseball with a .992 fielding percentage. So top batting average, top fielding percentage. Braves do a lot of things best in the league, but so far they could not control the Mariners as they lost last night in the bottom of the 9th. And they're trailing here 3-0. And a low sinker there from Lopez for a ball to Cal Raleigh. Raleigh with 13 RBIs on the season, 6 homers. He'd love to get another one right here. And that's a strike from Lopez on a 79-mile-an-hour changeup. Got to be 90-something by now. Yeah, he's got to be in his 80s at least. How old is Gene Hackman?
Gene Hackman is
94. Holy jeez. Yeah, that is an old man. Him and Clint Eastwood should do a movie together if Gene is still able to do movies. I don't know if he is at that age. And there's the pitch low in the dirt. So 3-1 to Raleigh. Luckily for Lopez, there's nobody on base. George Burns, he lived to be 100, didn't he? One of my favorite actors until he was 88. He drank alcohol, smoked cigars until the day he died. Or did he die at 99? I think he died. I want to say he died at 99. Mitch Haniger on deck. If Lopez can't get Raleigh out here. 88th pitch of the game coming here for Lopez. And the 3-2 pitch to Raleigh. And a swing and a miss for Raleigh, and that'll retire the side. Mariners leave a runner stranded, unable to put any more runs on the board. Heading into the top of the 6th, the Mariners 3, the Braves 0. You can have all the best players in the world if they don't capitalize on it on any given night. It doesn't matter. All right, 6 up in the chat. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure and do that now. If anybody that comes in that's new, what are you, new or something? Please hit that subscribe button. Hoping to attract some Seattle sports fans with this new channel. I know Adam's from here in Washington. And top of the 9th with 2 outs. Guardians and Astros still tied at 8. Phillies still up by 2 on the Angels. The bottom of the 5th, 3-1. Angels up with a man on second. Padres still up 3-0 on the Reds. Still delayed there, Dodgers and Diamondbacks. That game should be picked up any moment. I think it was that bee's nest. I thought that was the only thing going on. Pirates and Athletics tied 2-2 in the top of the 5th. And that is all the games still going on tonight. Died at 100, but stopped acting at 88. So if he can live to 100, who is to say I can't? Hey, there you go, Robert. Positive thinking, brother. Hopefully with that physical therapy, you'll be in less pain and you can get a little more active too, brother. Like active, like walking around with us in Vegas. And Castillo with a 94-mile-an-hour fastball there, fouled off from Ozzie Albies to start the 6th inning. 80th pitch of the game for Castillo. Albies gets a hold of that one, but it's caught at the warning track. 401 foot in center field here in Safeco Field, so you got to really crank it. Definitely a pitcher's ballpark. And Austin Riley batting third up next. And he's going to hack that one foul. Austin 0 for 2 tonight with a strikeout and a ground out. And he'll ground out one more time. 1 out here in, no, excuse me, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Still no activity in the Mariners bullpen. Castillo up to 82 pitches. They may let him go to 100. It just depends on how things are going. Chavez warming up in the bullpen for the Braves. Oh, and that one's high and inside. One 1-0 there to Matt Olson batting cleanup, and Olson gets a hold of that one but fouls it off. 1-1. I feel like he hit that in that spot on the bat where a lot of times it breaks, so let's see if his bat's not compromised. He may not have felt it. And he fouls off another one. So 1-2. 1-2 the count to Matt Olson. Castillo with his 86th pitch of the night, the 1-2 pitch. And Olson fouls it once more. Olson looking to get Castillo to that 100 pitches this inning. And that one's low and in the dirt. 2-2. Well, the neurologist said she would rather see me walking around with a walker. I told her that ain't happening. Not yet, at least. So she said if I can at least walk with 2 canes, I said I'll try it. And that one high and inside. Full count on Matt Olson. 3-2 with 2 outs. I expect Castillo will take a chance here. And he does. Fastball down the plate. Fouled off by Olson. 96-mile-an-hour heater. 90th pitch of the game coming up for Castillo. And that one's pumped up, and it will be caught. Now we'll retire the side for the Braves. Heading into the bottom of the 6th. Mariners 3, Braves 0. My mom is going to buy me another cane, just like the wooden one I have. I'm going to go back to Disney Animal Kingdom in June. Nice. Well, you going to go to Disney? I've never been to Disney. That's okay. We're gonna go to Disney World this October, though. We already have tickets, so. All right, bottom of the 9th, Guardians and Astros, still 8-8 with 1 out for the Astros, so that one could go to extra innings. That's pretty rare that high of a scoring game goes to extra innings. Phillies leading the Angels still 3-1, and the top of the 6th, is that the 6th or the 8th? They're top of the 8th. Padres beating up on the Reds 5-0. Pirates and A's still tied in the bottom of the 5th, 2-2. And that game in Arizona between the LA Dodgers and the Arizona Diamondbacks, Still delayed, so I don't know what's going on there now. My balance is really bad. That's why she's concerned I might fall and seriously injure myself. I'm curious. Let me see if I can click on there and see why that's delayed. Yeah, it doesn't say on here. That is weird. It's 83 degrees there. Not raining. I don't know. I'm curious about that one. Being drunk doesn't help either. Oh, my balance is really bad. That's why she is concerned I might fall and seriously injure myself. Being drunk doesn't help either. All right. Reynaldo Lopez, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 earned runs, walked 2 and struck out 7, 88 pitches. Let's see if he comes back here. And he does not. Jesse Chavez coming in to relieve Lopez. First pitch is a strike. And there's a swing and a miss from Mitch Haniger going down 0-2. 88-mile-an-hour fastball there from Chavez. A little bit of an off-speed pitch there from him. And the 0-2 pitch, low and outside, 1-2 to Haniger. Chavez trying to get him to chase that. And catches him looking. Chavez strikes out his first batter in 4 pitches. 1 out here for the Mariners in the bottom of the 6th. So Ty France coming to the bat. Fouls that 91-mile-an-hour pitch off. 0-1. Ty 1 for 2 today with a single in the second. Oh, 1 pitch, and that one's going to be high. 1-1 on France. Jorge Polanco earlier with the 2-run homer. Dylan Moore with an RBI double in the 4th. And is that out? Nope, and he is out. I thought he might have hit that slow enough that he would get to first, but not the case. 2 outs here for the Mariners in the bottom of the 6th, and this game disappearing quickly. We're just at about an hour and a half, not quite an hour and a half into this game, and almost to the 7th inning, so quick moving game. Luke Raley up for the Mariners, 89-mile-an-hour curveball on the inside, 1-0 to Luke Raley. And there's a strike, 1-1. Raley watches it go by. And low and outside, 86-mile-an-hour changeup, 2-1 to Raley. And there's the pitch, low, 3-1. Not a bad time to walk a batter here for Chavez with 2 outs. And Raley grounds that one out, and that'll retire the side. We head into the top of the 7th. Mariners 3, Braves 0. So I used to ask you how many beers you down today before, Rob. Now we're going for lower numbers, I think. Where are we at? Are we staying under 15 a day? I'm gonna get on you a little bit, buddy. I want you to stick around with us. So Guardians and Astros are in extra innings. 8-8, top of the second. Guardians at the plate. No outs. Bottom of the sixth, Phillies 3-1 up on the Angels with one out. Padres 5-2 over the Reds in the top of the sixth. Athletics score, leading the Pirates now 3-2, heading into the top of the sixth inning. That game in Arizona between the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks still delayed. I gotta wonder if that game is not just gonna wait till tomorrow. It was supposed to be on ESPN Plus. I would not be very happy if I had bought a ticket and this game hadn't even started. 8-16, yeah, I would not be very happy. All right, first pitch from Castillo in the top of the seventh, a strike to Marcell Ozuna. 0-1, and Ozuna fouls that one off. 0-2, 92 pitches in. Castillo still going strong. Still pitching a shutout here. And that one way outside, 1-2. And Spire warming up in the bullpen for the Mariners. And he catches Ozuna swinging. And that's 7 strikeouts tonight for Castillo, 1 for every inning. And Ozuna is pissed, but this dude always looks pissed. Marcell Ozuna, he always has that look like somebody pissed in his coffee. Orlando Arcia up next, and that one's high and outside from Castillo, 1-0. Arcia's struck out both times at bat tonight. He fouls that one off, 1-1. So 1 out here in the top of the seventh for the Atlanta Braves. And Castillo jams Arcia up on that one. He fouls it off, 1-2. Mariners just working magic from the mound here against this Braves batting order, the best batting order in the league. And Arcia is going to foul off another one. "98 pitches for Castillo tonight, and this should be his last inning, regardless of what happens here." And Arcia pops it up. It is caught in center field by Julio Rodriguez. And that is 2 outs for the Atlanta Braves. 7th inning stretch coming up. Michael Harris II batting 7th for the Braves. Oh, he chases that one almost in the dirt. 0-1. That was a very low pitch. It was the 100th pitch of the night for Castillo. There's 1-1. And Harris watches that one go by. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. And Harris fouls it off, 1-2. 2 outs here for the Atlanta Braves in the top of the 7th, trailing the Mariners 3-0. Castillo over the century marks. Like I mentioned, this is likely his last inning regardless of what happens here. And Harris gets a hold of this one, but he's going to pop it up. And it is caught, and the Mariners retire the side. What a game pitch from Jose Castillo. 103 pitches, gave up just 3 hits, no earned runs. Mariners lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the 7th. And the odds now on DraftKings, wow, minus 6,500 for the Mariners, just plus 1,800 if you're looking for the Braves to come back. God, I still don't know that I would take that at 18-1, but they do have a heck of a batting lineup. All right, I'm going to take a quick restroom break. It is the 7th inning stretch. So get yourself some popcorn and Cracker Jacks. All right, bottom of the 7th. 1 out for the Mariners that quickly, huh? Wow, what a catch! Beautiful diving catch. Wow, that's a top 10 on SportsCenter tonight. Rojas batting leadoff here. First pitch from Chavez, a ball. Rojas a single, 2 walks, and a stolen base tonight with a run scored. The 1-1 pitch. Low and outside. Ball 2. 18th pitch of the game for Chavez. That's another ball, 3-1. As mentioned, Rojas already walked twice tonight. He's got a heck of an eye. He reminds me a little of Edgar Martinez. And that's going to be a walk. Oh, no, they're going to say it's a strike. Rojas started walking, but late call by the ump. So 3-2. We'll see what Chavez does here. Rojas has, and that's an outside ball, and he walks him anyways. Rojas reached safely on all 4 plate appearances tonight, and here comes Julio Rodriguez, and he is due, guys. And I wish we had more views. YouTube doesn't like us at all, do they? Oh, it doesn't seem like it, man. I don't know, man. And Rodriguez cranks that one. It is barely foul. Wow. That could have been a home run if it was fair. 11 RBIs on the season for Julio. 259, a bit low on the batting average for him, but it's still very early in the season. And that's a strike, 0-2. Thank you, Robert, for the share there. The 0-2 pitch to Rodriguez. And Rodriguez strikes out again. I believe he struck out in every at-bat today 4 times. Gotta have a better eye than... Oh, man, he was so close to getting that one, too. Rodriguez in a bit of a slump right now. So 2 outs. Jorge Polanco up to bat, had a 2-run homer in the third. That's a ball from Chavez, 1-0. 1 on for the Mariners with 2 outs. Polanco, one of his 4 home runs this season in the third inning. And Polanco fouls that one off, 1-1. '26 pitch of the game coming up for Chavez. And that catches the outside corner. 1-2 on Polanco. See if Polanco can bat 500 tonight with a hit here. And he swings and misses, and Chavez puts away the side. The Braves coming up in the top of the 8th. Mariners leading 3-0. Still a few games going on tonight. That Dodgers Diamondbacks game still delayed in Arizona. Man, like I said, if I had a ticket for tonight's game, like unless I really paid a lot for it, like I'm going home, especially if you got to work in the morning. Angels tack on another one against the Phillies. They lead 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th also. Padres leading the Reds 6-2. Athletics still up 1 on the Pirates heading into the top of the 7th. And that's it for games still going on tonight. For the Mariners tomorrow, it's a 12:40 game. So a lot of early games tomorrow. I don't know if that's a Wednesday thing or what, but 12:40. Atlanta minus 170 favorites heading into that one. Expected pitchers, Chris Sale for the Braves, Emerson Hancock for the Mariners. Mariners hold on to this one. They have a chance to sweep the Braves. Damn, they're beating them again. Yeah, that's... They're having a pretty good home stretch here. 1-2 out of 3 against Arizona. And now they might win 2 in a row against league-leading Atlanta Braves. Knock on wood. 7 strikeouts earlier for Luis Castillo in 7 innings. And Stanek with a single to right field. Mitch Haniger, no chance to get to that one. And Braves have 1 on and no outs here in the top of the 8th. Ryan Stanek relieving here for the Mariners. 10 innings pitched, 3 earned runs, 11 strikeouts. 2 for 2, though, on save attempts. 1 on, nobody out for Jared Kelenic, batting 8th in the order. Wow, and that's a wild pitch. And that'll get Travis Darnod to second. Wow. Not a great start here. For Stanek. And Rowley just not able to keep that one in front of him. He almost saved it. So Darnod on second, leading off. And there's a swing and a miss from Kelenic. 1-1 on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball from Stanek. Stanek got a lot of power. He lacks a little control, though. Again, a little bit like P. Diddy. And 98-mile-an-hour fastball inside, 2-1 on Kelenic. The 2-1 pitch finds the strike zone, 2-2. Kelenic 0 for 2 tonight. And we got a timeout here. Kelenic strikes out almost a third of the time compared to 22.5% for the Major League Baseball average. And there's a broken bat hit. And did they get him at first? The tag's missed, so 2 on for the Braves and no outs. Uh-oh. Top of the 8th, Braves with an opportunity here. And just a moment ago, the Mariners were minus 65 favorites, plus 1,800 money on the Braves. But Mariners now just minus 660 favorites, plus 420 on the Braves. So, quite a bit of a swing there, but Mariners still in control here. Munoz warming up in the bullpen. They don't like what they see from Stanek right now. Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off, and Stanek throws that one low, 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Fastball that looked like a slider. And Rowley's going to have a talk with Stanek.
Slow things down a little bit for Stanek. Talk about game plan a little bit. Remind him ground ball gets 2 right here and gets you right out of the inning.
And to your point, too, the 2 hits in the inning. One was off the end of the bat, and the other one was he shattered the bat.
So no outs here for the Braves, threatening on first and second. P. Diddy, my counter says 1. Am I the only one here? No, it's just not working. Oh, cool. Adam is here. I wonder why counter says 1. I don't know. It said 1 a couple times when there was 3 or 4 in here, but all right, Acuna up to bat, fouls that one off. Ronald Acuna Jr. leading off here for the Braves, 248 average during the regular season so far. The 1-1 pitch from Stanek. And he almost hits Acuna with that one, 2-1. Stanek just does not have it tonight. I don't know if his wife forgot to make breakfast this morning or what, but Stanek is just not. He is not showing it tonight. All right, and I just got a current programming not available. Let's see if I can pick this game up somewhere else. And there's one out. Stanton gets one out. Still men on first and second in the top of the eighth. Having a bit of an issue bringing this back up. Still 2 on. Looks like Stanek's going to come out of the game for the Mariners. Thank God, he was really stinking it up tonight. What channel is the Atlanta Braves game on?
The Braves-Mariners game is on BSSO, RTNW, MLBN, BSSO, RTNW, and MLBN.
The YouTube counter is messing with us. Might be, man. Might be. I'm going to have to reset my box here real quick. So still 2 on, 1 out. 0-3 the count to Aaron Riley. So Mariners could walk the bases loaded here. Munoz in for the Mariners. Not seemingly doing a whole lot better than Stanek was. And the Braves are on the board. Albies singles to left. Kelnick moves to second. Two-run ball game here in the eighth. Mariners got to be thinking, man, don't make us score more against these guys. Don't make us have to score more. Because this is it. It's at home. It's it's top of the eighth, I guess. Mariners are batting the eighth. Braves have one more. Braves would have one more at bat. Still not able to pick up a stream here. So give me just a second here, guys. This is weird, but I lost that stream and have not been able to pick it back up. Two options. And Braves score again, just 1 out, 3-2. Riley reaches on an infield single to the pitcher. Kelenic scored on a throwing error by Munoz. Riley to second. Albie safe at third on an error. So first error of the series for the Mariners. Braves within 1, threatening. And batter right now is Ozuna. This is not a guy you want to face in this situation. Marcell Ozuna. And there's the pitch to him. 2 strikes. 2-2. 2-2 to Ozuna. 1 out here in the top of the 8th. Mariners leading 3-2. Braves have tacked on 2. And there's a strike. He strikes him out. Ozuna strikes out in 5 pitches. We really needed that one. So 2 outs. Mariners still leading by 1 here in the top of the 8th. And next up to bat, Orlando Arcia. And there's a strike, 1-1 to Arcia. And there's a second strike, 1-2, 2 outs. We'll see if Munoz can pitch himself out of this. He had an error earlier that led to a scored run. The 1-2 pitch, 13th pitch of the evening for Munoz. And that's fouled off. And Arcia grounds out. He hits it to the shortstop, a ground out, and the Mariners survive the inning 3-2 as we head to the bottom of the 8th. Mariners looking to tack some insurance runs on the board. Let's go to the odds here now. Just a 1-run ball game, but 1 inning left. Mariners minus 1450 with the 1-run lead. Atlanta Braves plus 750. Charles Bronson movies and goes, Adam. Thanks for keeping it entertaining in the chat there, Adam. And Robert. So Chavez comes out of the game for the Mariners, but it's Mitch Garner. Braves are up now. Or excuse me, Braves are pitching now. Mitch Garver 0 for 3 today. Three runs on 6 hits and 1 error for the Mariners. Braves 2 runs on 7 hits. No errors for them. And there's a strike, 1-2. The count against Cal Raleigh. Bummer pitching for the Braves. And really, yes, that is his last name, Bummer. What a bummer. How'd you like to go through school with that last name? And he strikes him out. Garver struck out looking. 1 out for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th. First pitch, a ball on Cal Raleigh. 1 out, 1 ball here to Raleigh. Oh, excuse me, Garver. 1-2 here to Garver. 2 home runs versus lefties this season for Mitch Garver. And the pitch. And he strikes him out. So, Bummer retiring Garver on 4 pitches. The evil that men do, he did a lot. Apache, that is another old one from 1954 I saw when I was a kid. Oh, damn. All right, 0 for 3 tonight. Cal Raleigh struck out in the 5th. First pitch, a ball for Bummer. 1-0 to Cal Raleigh. Cal with 6 home runs this season, 13 RBIs. The 1-0 pitch. Cal gets a hold of it, and that's a hit into midfield. 1 on and 1 out for the Mariners here in the bottom of the 8th. 172-mile-an-hour pitch coming back at Bummer. He didn't have a chance. He's just lucky it didn't hit him on the foot. So Cal Raleigh now at bat. Or excuse me, Mitch Haniger. Raleigh on first. That one's outside. 1-0. Haniger 1-3 today. Single in the fourth and scored a run. And there's the pitch. That's a strike, 93-mile-an-hour curveball from Bummer. The 1-1 pitch to Haniger. And Haniger gets a hold of that one, but it's going to be caught in right field. 2 outs for the Mariners. I almost forgot he was in Suicide Squad, the original 1953 House of Wax. That's another good one I haven't seen. Sci-fi movies, guys. I'm a huge sci-fi movie fan. So, what's your favorite sci-fi movies? Could be sci-fi horror too in the chat. Sci-fi horror is actually probably my favorite. Ty France is swing and a miss on the first pitch, 0-1, batting 7th in the order. And that one low and outside. When I was a toddler, some of my babysitters in their 60s and 70s, so I've seen a lot of old movies, even black and white. Also silent films like Charlie Chaplin and Buster Keaton. OG stuntman. Jackie Chan credits Buster Keaton with inspiring his career, actually. 1-2 to Ty France. The 13th pitch of the night for Bummer. And outside, 2-2. 1 on and 2 outs here for the Mariners in the bottom of the 8th. Still holding on to a 1-run lead, 3-2. Of course, they won last night's game by 1 run in the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run homer. And that was a bullet, but straight to Olsen, and that'll retire the Mariners heading into the top of the 9th. Mariners 3, Atlanta Braves 2. Maybe I'll give them their 2 points there, I guess. All right, 9th inning coming up. Thanks for the watch time, at least tonight, guys. I appreciate you hanging out with me. 4,000 hours, so let's get us back to monetized, and then I have to figure out how to advertise this thing. I'm hoping, Robert, that I'm being penalized because I just changed my name, the name of the channel. So hopefully they'll stop this madness soon. Be on at 3:40 your time tomorrow, Robert. 12:40 Pacific, 3:40 Eastern. All right, final chance coming up for the Atlanta Braves, down by 1, top of the 9th. What's up, PBR? Go Mariners! Thank you. A sci-fi movie that's cheesy, but I'll watch when it's on is Night of the Comet. I'll have to remember that. I love cheesy sci-fi movies, Andre. Or Adam. Excuse me. Andres Munoz pitching here for the Mariners. 1-0 pitch to Michael Harris. And here comes his 15th pitch. And that is low. 2 balls on Harris. Don't blow this now, guys. 1 run. Michael Harris batting .307 on the season. And high and outside, 3-0. 98-mile-an-hour fastball getting away from Munoz here. This bullpen has been almost perfect in the month of April, but a little shaky tonight. There's a strike from Munoz. That was probably actually a little charitable. It looked like it was outside of the strike zone to me. 3-1. The count to Michael Harris. And that's a strike. 99-mile-an-hour fastball in the inside corner. Munoz throwing heat. Nineteenth pitch for Munoz. Harris swings on it and fouls it off. Michael Harris looking to go 500 tonight. 1 for 3 so far. The 3-2 pitch. And Harris fouls it off one more time. 1980s cheesy. I'm going to have to check that out. 9 of the comment. Adam. I love Flash Gordon. That's one of my favorite cheesy sci-fi movies. Absolutely horrible movie, but it's fucking hilarious. And Harris reaches for that one. He bailed Munoz out on that one. That was way low and inside. And for some reason, Harris swung at it anyways. Big bailout there for Munoz. Wow, he needs to buy Harris dinner for that one. Travis Bernard batting 8th in the order. And there's another ball for Munoz. And if he's been watching, he knows that Munoz is having a real hard time finding the strike zone. So probably pay to take a couple pitches. Oh, Bernard gets a hold of that one. Will it be caught? Yes, it is. Julio Rodriguez in center field. 2 outs for the Braves. Mariners 1 run away. Let's get some crowd noise going on here from Seattle. Jared Kelenic at batting 9th in the order. 1 more out, and the Seattle Mariners have beaten the Braves in back-to-back games. And the first pitch is a strike. 0-1 to Kelenic. 25th pitch of the ball game to Munoz. Swing and a miss. 0-2. 1 more strike for Munoz. And this game is adios out of here. Flash Gordon is a good watch. Seen it in the theater as a kid around early 80s. And that one's low and in the dirt. 1-2 to Kelenic. Kelenic struck out a third of the time in his last 22 games in a bit of a slump himself. And here's the pitch from Munoz. And a swing and a miss, and the Mariners defeat the Atlanta Braves 3-2 to go up 2-0 in this series. 13 wins in the last 16 games for the Seattle Mariners, and they are on fire. They are celebrating in Safeco Field right now. Beautifully played game by the Mariners, but it all comes down to Luis Castillo, who started the game through 7 innings, 7 strikeouts, gave up 0 earned runs, and the bullpen's able to hold on and get the save. Mariners win this one 3-2. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Adam, PBR Street Gang, Robert, I can call out everybody in the crowd here. All right, guys, tomorrow, if anybody's interested, 12:40 Pacific, 3:40 Eastern. Mariners will be coming back. I'll start the stream at 12:30 tomorrow. So an early one, but Mariners pulling out the broom, looking to get the sweep. They've already won the series. It's a 3-game series. They won 2, but it'd be nice to get the sweep and get another game on those Rangers should they lose. Have a good one, folks. You too, Adam. All right, guys, and I will see you next time.